What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Southern Bikes NFL podcast. I'm your host, Conley. I'm joined by my co-host, Brett. Brett, what's up?
What up, buddy?
What's going on, man? How's your weekend?
Huh?
How was your weekend?
Dude, just working my ass off.
I feel that, man. Working on the weekend like usual.
I was working during the fights though, so that was cool.
Yeah, man. What, 40 seconds?
Yeah, I won, some money on that too, so.
Word. What were odds? Like minus 300?
Yeah, but it was just more like everybody that thought Cowboy was gonna do something, I was like, all right, $20.
Damn.
So I got a few people to bite on that.
I knew, dude. He was just in a different
Dude,
zone.
You could tell looking at him.
I know. All I saw was that he put $1 million like LeBron did on his body. And I said, oh, that motherfucker's going to win.
He looked insane at 170.
Dude, my God.
But this is not a UFC podcast, all right, guys?
No, it's not. I don't know the first thing about UFC. So we're going to talk about NFL. I want to start with something I literally just saw that literally you have to see to believe. Did you see this NFL drafting on the water shit?
No, I did not.
Oh, my God. I wish there was a way I could show you. The NFL, their draft is going to be on the it's in Vegas, obviously. We already know that. But it's at the Bellagio Hotel. Have you ever been to Vegas?
Mm-mm.
The Bellagio is like that famous one with the fountain front and shit. You know what I'm saying? With the fountains.
Right. Mm-hmm.
They're building like a stage in the middle of the fountain. So it's going to be on water. And the draft prospects, where they get drafted, are going to be transported from, I guess, wherever the green room is or whatever, via boat to this on-water platform.
It's like when they get drafted, they're going to get boated up?
They load onto a boat, and the boat drives them up. Is this not just a recipe for disaster?
Yeah.
Somebody's going to fall into the fucking water, and I'm all for it. I'm rooting for that boat to capsize.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for them to get halfway. The boat tips over. There's a mantic dash. Everyone's scrambling to get out of the water. The cameras are ruined.
Yeah, it sounds like somebody's going to have a bad day.
It sounds like somebody's going to have their lifelong dream
ruined. Yeah, I see this now.
Ruined.
It actually kind of looks fresh, though.
I mean, it's just like, why?
Like the setup looks pretty dope.
Like, is this necessary?
Now there is walkways to the stage, though.
No, they're getting boated. Every draft prospect will be delivered to the stage over the Bellagio fountain via boat.
Via boat.
Like, why is this so extra, man?
That is hilarious.
Dude, somebody's going to fall into the fucking water. You just know it. How many draft picks before one of the prospects jumps into the water? Can you see that happening?
Yeah, like someone trying to be
funny
or something.
I would say 10 picks. Within the first 10 picks, someone will try that.
Do like a cannonball. Like,
I could see somebody having like a full body swimsuit underneath their tux and rip off their tux, Superman style, and dive into the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that's coming.
We're calling it here now. First on Slightly Biased.
I'm going 10 picks. That's the over under. Is it
really?
No, there's no over.
Oh,
but if the over under is 10.5, I'm probably taking the under.
Okay.
I'm probably taking the under. Wouldn't surprise me at all. I feel like
that's a lot of people to jump in the water, though.
No, only one of them has to jump. No, I'm saying how many picks until somebody jumps into the water?
Oh, okay.
So I'm going 10.
Oh, okay.
10.5 under. Within the first 10 picks, somebody will be.
It would have to be one of those like top guys, you would think.
Yeah, I think they're only doing this in the first round, but you just have to ask yourself why.
Yeah.
Like, is this necessary?
So what is this too that I'm seeing? An onside kick alternative will be tested at the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, I did see that. 4th and 15. That seems a little. I don't know. That seems like it wouldn't work, in my opinion.
Seems like another potential rule change as well.
I'm all for maybe changing something because that's a decent idea. But 4th and 15, I mean, when you compare percentages to onside kicks, have to be way, way easier. And I guess that's kind of the point. But at the same time, like, the whole thing about onside kicks is that they're difficult. But 4th and 15, You know?
After a successful field goal or extra point try attempt, the scoring team will have options with no kickoff.
Yeah.
The scoring team will have the following options. Team A may elect to give Team B the ball at the team's 25-yard line. So they're just getting rid of kickoffs entirely.
I think that's kind of the direction the sport's going.
God, man, that sucks.
Yeah, but I mean, are kickoffs even
I feel
fun
like it hasn't
anymore?
been as bad the last couple of years, the injuries.
Did you see what the XFL's doing?
No.
Both teams are starting at the 30, right? So the kicker's kicking it off from like their own 30-yard line,
Mm-hmm.
right? The kicking team, the kicker's starting at their own 30 line. Everyone else is lined up at the receiving team's 30. And the kick goes up, and everyone stands there until the receiver catches the ball, and then it's like almost like offensive line, defensive line. They immediately just engage right there. So no one's like running. There's no running and colliding like that.
Okay.
I thought it was kind of interesting.
That's interesting.
Obviously, we'll see how – I mean, that kicks off in a couple weeks. So obviously, we'll see.
Okay, so if the team that scored doesn't do that, to just give them the ball to 25, they may elect to take the ball at its own 25-yard line for a 4th and 15 play. If they're successful in making a first down, the team will maintain possession and a new series of down will continue as normal.
Yeah, so it's just replacing onside kick.
So it's an onside kick with a 4th and 15 play.
Yeah, if they get it, it's their ball.
Wow.
I think that's interesting.
That is very interesting.
But
For
I
the
guess
Chiefs,
I was about to say, if
4th and 15, easy.
If you got a
Give me
high-powered
the ball
offense,
back.
if you got a high-powered offense, that's going to turn into just a make it take it. Final scores
Yeah,
again,
make
like
it take
70
it. That's
nothing.
exactly what I was about to say.
Like if you win the opening kickoff, you're probably set.
Dude, I don't know if I like that, man.
I don't know if that could be implemented into the actual games. I for the Pro Bowl, fuck it, yeah, whatever.
Okay,
I'm
the
not gonna be
second
watching that
rule
shit anyway.
change pertains to false starts by a flexed wide receiver. If it is not a false start if a flexed eligible receiver in a 2-point stance who flinches or picks up 1 foot, as long as his other foot remains partially on the ground, and he resets for 1 second prior to the snap. A receiver who fits this exception is not considered to be in motion for the purposes of the illegal shift rules.
Sounds like some Arena League shit. Remember they used to have the receiver who would run up from the backfield?
I'm cool with less, false starts.
Yeah, I don't like
Or,
the
and
shifts.
illegal formations and stuff.
Yeah, those are whack. There's a controversy in the Chiefs game about one of those because I watched the Chiefs game and I didn't realize that there was a tinfoil hat conspiracy going on. But then I went on social media and stuff, and everyone was saying, well, yep, NFL wants the Chiefs in it. I was like, really? I mean, I saw some places like, I don't know. That was kind of poorly officiated.
Well, you had said it right after the game that they were just clearly the better team. I mean, especially with the defense showing up like it did, holding Henry to 70 yards.
Yeah, which was crazy because, dude, they couldn't stop anything the first 3 drives.
Right. Like, he was doing his thing.
Titans scored 2 touchdowns and a field goal the first 3 drives. And then pretty much did nothing afterwards.
Yep.
Man. Keep your head high.
Yeah, I mean, we can get into the game a little bit.
What a run.
I just knew that 3rd and 6 in the second half, I had Titans plus 7, excuse me, but I had a feeling Chiefs were going to win. But 3rd and 6, it was like second half. And Patty's run out to his right, and I'm like, man, the Titans can just get a stop here, get the ball back, try to get some points. And you can tell Patty's eyes are just way downfield. Bombs it over everybody, right in stride, Sammy Watkins in his chest. I was like, yeah, that's the game right there.
This is the best Patrick Mahomes has ever been right now.
I mean, is he the best in the league?
Oh, there's not even a question, man.
Yeah.
Not even a question. If you polled all 32 teams and said, all right, pick a quarterback, start your team with everyone's picking Patrick Mahomes.
You got to.
You're a fucking idiot if you don't. I think even the Seahawks do. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Seahawks say, yeah, sorry, Russ.
Well, he's like a Russell 2.0.
Dude, I don't think he's ever – I really think when it's all said and done, there will never be another one like Patrick Mahomes.
You know what I was telling somebody, though? I was telling somebody that I think Kyler Murray is kind of a smaller version of him.
No, dude. Patrick Mahomes' arm talent is just insane, bro.
Kyler makes those kind of throws, though.
Kyler is definitely Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes is literally in a league of his own. It's like he's like an athletic Brett Favre who makes smarter decisions because he can just eat that thing out. He can throw it fucking 70 yards in the air.
Yeah. On the run, too.
On the run. But he doesn't
accurately.
He doesn't make the dumb throws that Brett Favre made.
Yeah.
Like smart throws.
He's almost like more dangerous on the run.
Oh, yeah, I know. He's definitely fits sort of that Aaron Rodgers mold where the second he breaks pocket, then you're in deep trouble. But, man, there's no quarterback I'd rather have on my team than Patrick Mahomes right now. Like, sorry. And the playoffs are proving that, too.
Did you see after the game, Spagnola and Honey Badger kind of having that moment when they were getting interviewed?
No, but that's good to see.
Spagnola was like, God brought us together and all that. It was pretty cool.
That's always nice to see.
Yeah, because, I mean, Honey Badger, dude, I don't know if you've seen that little football life about him, but he had a long road before, going off at LSU.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
And, like Houston was a weird year for him.
Yeah.
I think this was a really good spot for him, and him and Spagnola seemed to really figured it out. Because that defense, I mean, we talked about it early in the year, was so trash.
I know, man. I can't
And
believe
it's been one of the best, the last few weeks of regular season and the playoffs. It's been, probably one of the better defenses.
I mean, the past game was like a microcosm of their whole season. Started out really shitty and then just turned it on.
Mm-hmm.
Derrick Henry literally couldn't do anything after the first couple drives.
Right. I think everybody was kind of saying, Chiefs can't fall behind like they did.
I know.
In the last game against the Titans, and lo and behold.
Can you hear my dogs barking?
Nah.
You can't?
Nah.
All right, dope. Yeah. I know. The Titans had a 10-point lead on 2 separate occasions. I was like, man.
I feel like this is just a perfect matchup for the Super Bowl, too, because me and you both were never that high on Green Bay.
Yeah.
We had always kind of thought.
I was higher than you. You were always not sold on them.
I really wasn't. And I know they were getting wins, and no matter what, you want wins more than anything. So,
I mean,
you're going to take a 13-3 record all day.
I saw people saying they're the worst 13-3 team ever. I mean, maybe
they got to be up there.
They were not very good.
Right.
And then you have to look at I really don't think the Seahawks were that great either. The Seahawks.
I don't either. So I was thinking they had a very easy road, kind of,
because the Packers are either going to play the Seahawks or the Eagles, right?
Right. Yeah.
I don't know actually if that's true.
Well, if one team had won, no, I think they would have played the lower seed regardless.
So the Niners played. I don't know. I might be talking on my ass. But the Seahawks played the beaten to hell Eagles, who with Wentz hurt in the first possession, barely won that game.
Yeah, only won by 8?
Yeah, only won by 1 possession. And then the Seahawks themselves are beaten to hell too. Like that Green Bay Seattle game would have been a lot different if the Seahawks were healthy.
Yeah, I agree.
And then the Packers just didn't stand a fucking chance.
But yeah, I mean, it's basically just, this high-powered offense against another high-powered offense, but also like one of the best defenses in the league all season.
I saw a crazy stat today that the Niners scored more points than the Chiefs this year, and the Chiefs gave up less points than the Niners this year.
That's insanity.
Right? Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
I wonder how much that Saints game skews the 49ers numbers, though.
Yeah, I mean, but they have just it's weird because you don't think as the 49ers are one of the best rushing teams because they don't have like a one back that handles the load. It might be Mostert one game. It might be, Burrito had a decent year. Coleman had his moments.
He's hurt now.
But then you had games like, this weekend where Mostert just took over the game and Jimmy G wasn't even a factor.
I know.
How big of a factor is Jimmy G gonna have to be in the Super Bowl?
I have no idea. How well are they gonna be able to run it down the Chiefs' throats? Because if so, then not a factor.
Is this not gonna be a Saints 49ers kind of scoring matchup?
I feel like anytime you expect that, because that's what we expected last year with the Patriots and Rams. We thought, oh man, this is gonna be high scoring.
Well, the Rams just shit the bed on that.
I know. What was the final score of that game? 13-3?
No, didn't the Patriots score a lot? It was like 30-something to 3.
Was it?
Yeah.
Did I really not remember that game? What Super Bowl was that? 50? Was that Super Bowl 50?
Yeah,
Super Bowl 50. So. No, Super Bowl 50 was the Broncos. Super Bowl 53, was that it? I don't know. I'll figure it out in a second. Oh wait, no, it was Super Bowl 53. 13-3.
13-3?
Yeah, it was a shit game. The year before, the Eagles and Patriots, that one was like a shootout and a fun game. Right. That's what I want. I want to shoot. I don't want defensive games. I'm sorry. I get It can be fun to watch. I don't like watching quarterbacks throw for 70 yards. I really don't. It's not that enjoyable to me.
No, I mean, it is fun watching them run the ball, though, because they are really good at it.
It can be. But at a certain point, I like airing it out.
Like, dude, Shannon Sharp was talking about how good of a blocker Kittle is. Like,
I mean, Kittle's bar none the best tight end in football. Well, you have the two best tight ends, like league of their own.
yeah.
League of their own, bar none. Like, these guys are so leaps and bounds better than any other
I think
tight end on the
it's
planet.
kind of showing how important that position is to teams.
Yeah, I mean, it's a premier position for sure.
It's very important.
If you can get one of those top tier players, then you are automatically have an advantage, an upper hand over the rest of the league. I mean, how many? What, two elite tight ends? Would you even put Ertz in that elite conversation?
I mean, he's
great.
Yeah, he's still.
But I don't. He's not in the Kittle and Kelsey conversation.
Yeah, I mean, that team is just not having a good year.
No. I mean, he did set the all-time record for tight end receptions, right? That's just 2 years ago.
Yeah. So I'm seeing that Phillip Rivers is going to come back and play.
I think he is done in LA. He moved from his house. I saw moved down to Florida, Tampa.
Just retire, dude.
There's no way he's retiring. I think he's just gonna be one of those dudes that every year it's like, all right, this is probably it, and then he just comes back.
I thought for sure he was retiring, dude.
I knew he wasn't gonna retire. I have a feel. Did have a feeling though that his time in Los Angeles was coming to an end.
They got 4 possible landing spots for young Phillip. Tampa is number 1.
I don't like that. I don't think that happens. I really don't.
So is that
even an upgrade?
No.
I don't think so. I really don't think so.
Yeah, and it's like Phillip was throwing just as many interceptions as Jameis.
Right, and it's not like Phillip's getting younger. I mean, dude's going to be what, fucking 57 next year? His arm strength is already deteriorating.
This guy goes, this offense makes a ton of sense for the veteran passer.
I mean, it would.
But Mike Evans is a deep threat. Like, he's not even going to be able to give him the ball.
I know, man. He can only shot put the ball so far.
Number 2, the Titans.
He's going to turn 39 years old next year. No.
Oh, yeah, we want to talk about this, too, like the Titans' future.
Titans need to hold on his handhill for sure.
You think so?
But it's weird because he's 30. Like, people –
they have to pay Derrick Henry, too.
Now we reach this interesting crossroads where it's like, dude, how much do you pay a running
Maybe
back?
Phillip Rivers makes sense there.
Maybe if for some reason they can't keep Tannehill.
Because, well, I mean, yeah, they could.
Is Derrick Henry a free agent?
Yeah, I think they have to pay him.
I don't know if he's a free agent this upcoming season, but if he is, that's very interesting. I don't know, man. I just don't like paying.
Yeah, he's a free agent.
Oh yeah, he is a free agent. Interesting. That's very interesting. That throws a loophole in everything.
He could go to Carolina.
Phillip?
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's going to be an interesting offseason because you've got, 4 maybe, if you really want to consider Tom Brady an option.
Yeah.
You got 3 quarterbacks. Jameis is a free agent. Tannehill, Phillip Rivers. All 3 of these dudes.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, Tom Brady. All 4 of those dudes. If you really want to consider Tom Brady an option, which I do, I'm buying into all of that shit. I really think that there's a chance that he goes somewhere.
Yeah.
I really do believe that.
I'm one that believes the best scenario is him staying.
I think so too, but also it's just I saw things that like the Patriots want to develop Stidham. And I don't see that becoming a
It doesn't have that Jimmy G feel, dude.
No, he was fucking horrible. Anytime he played this year in garbage time when teams were done trying, he looked terrible.
Yeah.
He looked terrible, dude. They had to put Brady back in the game against the Jets the first time they played there. They're like, all right, enough. I've seen enough.
Yeah. Before the Jets fuck around and come back on us.
Yeah, come on. Get out of the game. Oh, I know this is so random, but did you watch that Hawks-Raptors game yesterday?
I watched a little bit at the end. I caught a little bit.
Dude, that was almost like the same thing where the Raptors took all their starters out and the Hawks, Trae Young was just making 4-point plays. It was just like, all right, get back out there, Pascal.
Dude, Trae Young, man, is on some fucking crack right now.
Dude, I mean, he's had a great season. I get what you're saying, though, about the All-Star stuff. But it's just
I was really just hating. I think he's really good. I sent that clip of him trying to do that through the legs
No, that was crazy.
35-footer.
Yeah, that was that would have been a
If you would have made that, I'm voting for MVP right now.
Like, when did that become a dribble move that people use? That's insane. Dribble through
Never.
another guy's legs.
Yeah, that's
Like,
only
bro,
on the blacktop.
How do you even incorporate that into your game?
You don't. It's spur of the moment, being confident in your handles.
He's definitely confident. This is
So Odell Beckham had a core muscle surgery.
Or do we even talk about Odell Beckham's entire tirade? Him fucking painting the town red?
We both agree it was ridiculous.
Dude, those videos are so funny, though, because I'm not going to tell you who
he probably doesn't remember anything.
All those clips together remind me of, but you can imagine who I'm talking about.
Shit, all of us.
But just like that one that said, damn, the media is really helping Odell Beckham piece his night together.
Yeah.
Dude, you see him, he's so fucked up.
That's how I felt in Miami this last weekend.
He is so drunk. That one video where he's grabbing the megaphone from the band director, and the band director's like, all right, bro. I'm done dealing with your ass.
I don't even know what Odell was yelling. He's just like, ah.
Then he was on the field, and then he spanked the officer's ass. Man, get out of here, officer. Come on, bro.
He had to be just absolutely shithoused.
Dude, I guarantee that was real money, too.
That's crazy. He still had 1,000 yards because it didn't even seem like it.
Odell had 1,000 yards?
Yeah.
Is it kind of crazy that it used to be a benchmark, like for really good receivers? Like, oh, if he had 1,000 yards, he had a crazy season. And now it just feels like everyone's fucking putting up 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
Just the way the game's changing, man.
Well, and remember that whole situation when Baker Mayfield said that his injury wasn't being handled right.
Odell's?
In the media. Yeah.
The Browns are such a mess, dude.
What was that coaching hire, too? I felt like that was weird.
The Vikings OC?
Yeah.
I didn't like it at all.
Isn't it kind of weird?
But I just thought, like I mentioned, whenever I see new coaching hires, I always like going to the previous team and seeing their reaction. Because if they're like, oh, fuck, man, I can't believe we lost them, then it's a good sign.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But all the Vikings fans are like, see ya!
Yeah.
Have fun, Cleveland. And all the Cleveland fans are like,
it just feels like Cleveland can never get it right.
Well, I'm interested to see, are they going to give him a year? Like, at some point, they have to say, all right, we're giving this guy 2-3 years. Even if it doesn't work out, we're just going to give him 2-3 years.
They said they were going to give Hugh 10 years.
I mean, they gave Hugh went 1-31.
Yeah.
And a 2-year stretch went 1-31. That's impossible. I really think I could coach a team to at least 2-30.
Yeah. I mean, you'd like to think.
Go out there. I mean, just at some point, would you say, hey, guys, just call your own game and just stand there on the sideline? They'd probably win 2 games in a 2-year span. But, dude, I don't know. At a certain point, you can't just keep firing coaches after one season.
But what does this even mean? A successful surgery to repair a core muscle injury. What does that mean? Like in your abdomen?
I think so.
Like in your core?
Like yeah.
I mean, that's.
I mean, that kind of happens a lot, though, where a season ends and a player who had, like, nagging injuries throughout the course of the year gets some surgery and, you know.
For sure.
I'm sure – I don't know if Amari's gotten surgery yet, but I wouldn't be shocked at all if Amari gets some type of surgery.
It would make sense.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. My dad got me an Amari Cooper jersey thing to hang up, a signed jersey, and he told me he better see it on the next podcast. I just didn't have time. Sorry, Pops. I've been running around like a madman all weekend.
What's up, Mr. Bach? How you doing?
Hopefully he made it this far.
Out there repping Bentonville, Arkansas. Love it.
Bentonville.
You got a nice spot out there. Spot out there.
It's a nice place.
Did you see The Rock was out there like a week or 2 ago?
The Rock?
Yeah.
Was in Bentonville, Arkansas.
Yeah.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah, bro.
Why?
I don't know. He was promoting. I don't know if it was promoting the movie or
Jumanji 2. Didn't that just come out?
Yeah, something else he was promoting too.
In Bentonville, Arkansas, though.
Yeah.
All right, man. There you go. Bentonville, Arkansas.
It was like a product he's coming out with, like some kind of product.
I feel like Bentonville's kind of one of those behind the scenes places because it's
really nice. It's just people just have this notion that Arkansas is just like shit.
No, Arkansas is a beautiful place, man.
When it's like a pretty nice place, but
it's a beautiful. I mean, it has its bad areas like any other state in the country. Let me tell you, dude, right. Texas is the biggest shithole on the planet. Okay, if you're not in the 3 big cities, 4, because I like San Antonio. So if you're not in like the 4 big cities, you are in a shithole. You are.
I mean, there's a lot of land. It's not like shit.
Have you driven to Lubbock, Texas?
Yes, it's
You are on
ass.
5 hours of nothingness. And then the little towns you go by are literal. Dude, there's a town, I don't know what the name of the town is, where the jail is literally off the side of the road. And there's like the recreational area is right there. So you just drive by and the recreational area is so small because it's some fucking small town jail. I always just drive by and see like dudes just staring at the street in the recreational area. It's like, damn, dude, imagine the embarrassment, bro. It's a small town. What, probably 100 people live there?
Just right on the side of the road.
Yeah, they just walk by, see your ass. Hey, what's up, man?
Another day, you know.
Yeah, another day in life. Yeah, I'm back in here. Believe it or not. But no, you drive through some shithole towns where like the stores are like 10 huts. Probably get blown away by every tornado that comes through there. They got to rebuild their entire
Lubbock
village.
is definitely just disgusting.
No,
the campus is nice.
I always said that I enjoyed going to Texas Tech, but I hated living in Lubbock. It's a fucking terrible city. Sorry, any Tech brethren who will defend that city. Anybody I know who stays there will always, like, a year later, like, dude, I have to get out of this fucking city.
Yeah, dude. I mean, see, I didn't feel like, I feel like Fayetteville was still, like, chill. Like, I wasn't, like, immediate, like, right after I left, like, oh, I have to get out of here. Like, it's still a decent, like, town.
Well, Lubbock tries to say they're the friendliest town in America. They have they're the second most dangerous city in Texas.
Yeah, there's no chance.
I've gotten robbed there, okay? It's not a nice place.
Yeah.
And especially when you consider, like, the campus itself and the student housing, they basically bulldozed down a bunch of government housing and just pushed it back. So there's so many homeless people right on campus.
Yeah.
So the crime rate's terrible, man. I almost everyone I know has gotten robbed, gotten fucking sexually assaulted, gotten groped. It's just not a nice place.
Yeah.
Just being honest. My girlfriend was really mad at me because her sister went to Lubbock and she was asking me about it. I was like, oh, it's a shithole city. And she was like, hey, don't say that. I'm like,
no, that's where my sister's going. She's
got to keep her head on a swivel.
She's going to LBC though, or whatever.
Oh yeah,
the Christian place. So maybe that'll help. I don't know.
No, it won't. You're still in Lubbock.
Good luck, sis.
I mean, if you know where, you just have to know your places. You have to know the spots where you cannot be after certain times.
Right.
Like,
so are you seeing Joe Montana's guaranteeing a Super Bowl win
for the Niners?
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know. I have no idea who's going to win that game. I saw when the Niners game ended, it was a pick-em pretty much.
Yeah, it's 1.5 now. Kansas
for the
City.
Niners?
Kansas
Really?
City. Yeah.
Wow, that surprises me a lot.
I think it could very easily move back to a pick-em.
I'm thinking by the time the game comes around, the Niners will be favorites.
They very well could be. I mean, if you're gonna give me anything with a plus on the Niners side,
that's what I'm saying. People are gonna start throwing so much money on the Niners. I have to tell you, dude, I'm really happy that Vegas is now part of the NFL.
Just with everything prediction wise and everything.
Well, just the fact that Vegas is getting an NFL team. Like,
the Raiders going.
I just love that sports are now opening up to the idea of
that stadium looks pretty sick too.
Yeah, it does. It does. Well, but it's crazy because Jerry's World is like 10 years old at this point. 10 plus years old, right? When that shit opened, like 2008, 2009.
Yeah, something like that.
Still looks incredible, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Looks incredible.
Jerry just does it better than everybody when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I get like some of this, like the Viking Stadium, I think looks so good, badass. They made it look like a Viking ship and
Saint
stuff.
Stadium, even though everything around it's kind of shit.
Dude, don't say that. I love New Orleans.
You know what I'm talking about, though.
I know what you're talking about. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's not like the nice looking place, but it just has a feel. You know what I mean? Like when you see the Superdome, you're like, okay, there it is.
The Superdome is sick, though, for sure.
Yeah,
Atlanta Stadium's pretty nice.
No, yeah, dude, with that little ring.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Do we have
all the outdoor stadiums are just getting shit on by these domes?
Yeah, dude, you can't have an outdoor stadium anymore.
Except Arrowhead. Arrowhead looks pretty sick. Lambeau on the top view looks pretty good.
Yeah, all the old classic stadiums
like the
look
classic
cool.
Ones.
But anytime you make a new outdoor stadium, it's outdated within a year.
Right.
Like, dude, come on, build a dome like the rest of us, you fucking peasants. I can't believe, like, if you're in the South, you have to have a dome. You have to.
Right. No, yeah. That's why the Rangers are making a great move.
In the early couple months of the NFL season, bro, you're playing NFL with pads and it's 90 degrees outside. Like, there's no way that is enjoyable for anybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of the sport, though, sometimes.
I guess. That's what baseball fans say. I'm like, dude, I don't give a fuck. Put a dome over the Ranger Stadium, bro. It's so hot.
Yeah,
Like
really.
all those purists are like, the game needs to be played outside on grass. I'm like, dude, shut up, please.
Yeah, we don't care.
No, we don't. Have you even played baseball either, dude? Like, have you
Yeah.
been outside playing this game?
I'll tell you
So
what, I'd
terrible.
rather. Well, I know we've had this argument though, but playing baseball in the freezing cold is fucking horrible.
No, it is horrible too. I mean, they're both not fun. If I had to pick one
Right.
though, just because I was a catcher, I think I'd take the freezing cold.
Ugh, it's horrible
There's just something about wearing all that gear. I don't know.
in the heat,
In the heat, in the
and we're already
humidity,
wearing pants, and like our
pants.
jerseys are
Oh,
super heavy.
yeah. And then I played on a dumbass team. They thought it'd be genius to have black uniforms. So I had black
Yeah,
pants and a black jersey, just
yeah,
sweating profusely.
yep.
But
Black hats.
we did look pretty badass though, I have to say.
Right.
What else do we have written down here?
Jason Garrett gets hired as the OC.
Yeah, wow. What?
I think we saw it coming a little bit.
Maybe. I gotta be honest though, I kinda like it.
Now, I could ask this: why not just hire him as head coach? I mean, you gave it to Joe Judge.
I think the idea was let's get a young head coach, okay, with these new ideas, all of this shit from the Belichick coaching tree, even though those dudes never work out. Let's get them.
But
Let's
veteran OC.
a veteran OC who has head coaching experience to help sort of guide the
I think
team.
it's a good spot for Garrett, to be honest with you.
I do too. I'm gonna be very interested to see what that looks like.
With Danny Dimes and Saquon.
Because
I mean,
man,
I would expect Jason Garrett to be pretty. This is about as good as it gets for him.
yeah, I mean this. I would expect.
I
Him to
mean,
be
what
very,
you could have been the coach of the Browns. I mean, you could have been the coach of the Panthers, but OC for the Giants and not have all the head coach pressure.
I think he'll be a head coach next year. That's my bold
Okay.
prediction. I think he'll be
Okay.
a head coach somewhere next year.
So was there a contract though? Like, was it a 1-year deal?
Oh, I don't know, man. You know those contracts never mean shit. Dudes leave,
Okay.
dudes get fired, dudes
Should
get
they even
traded.
get traded sometimes?
I was gonna say dudes get traded. When was the last time that happened? Gruden? Was that the last time a coach got traded?
No, I thought Sean Payton was traded to the Saints, didn't they?
I don't remember.
There
I
was
think
a
it
trade somewhere.
I think there was one semi recently, but I can't remember what it was. But no, that's And then I saw that
It's-
Jason Witten is interested in following him.
Go for it, dude.
I don't know what that. I didn't understand if that meant as a player or because, dude, let me tell you right now, Giants fans, if Jason Witten goes to your team, be prepared to be so pissed off when Evan Ingram's on the bench and Jason Witten is out there getting
Yeah,
tackles.
I'm
after
all
1
for
yard.
Witten not taking any snaps from Jarwin anymore.
Yeah, I get the sentiment, guys. I've never been, you know me, I've never been a sentimental guy. Like when it's time to go, it's time to fucking go.
Sometimes.
Oh, it depends. Like Dirk could have stayed a Maverick for the rest of his life. Dirk could
Right.
begin 30 minutes as a 6-year-old, and I would not give a fuck.
He's the only one to actually give us a ship.
Yeah, I know. But any
Yeah.
other of these sentimental dudes, see ya. All right, Jason Witten, thank you, but it's time to leave. Okay,
Yeah.
it's done. I felt the same way about Dez too, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought it was time for us to get out of the Dez contract. I felt the same about DeMarco. Thanks, DeMarco. It's time to go. I felt the same way about Romo. Thanks, Romo. But Dak is just on a 9-game win streak.
Yeah.
And who knows? Who knows what history could have right now if Romo did come back.
Who knows?
But I mean, it's not like Dak played bad. We've talked about this last episode.
So Green Bay gets destroyed. Do they just kind of add some weapons for Aaron Rodgers and run it back?
Are we having an honest discussion about Aaron Rodgers?
I mean, I think they got out game planned. I think their game plan to come in and do these quick throws and not run the ball quickly got, decimated in the first half.
Yeah.
But you see when they started taking shots in the second half.
But they were down by a bunch, though.
Right. And, the defense is going to lay off a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think Green Bay could very easily be back in the playoffs next year.
They got to get another receiver, that's for sure.
Definitely some weapons is the main focus.
Maybe even an upgraded tight end.
Yeah.
I mean, Jimmy Graham's getting older, and he was a ghost for most of the entire season.
Get a young tight end to put on the other side. Why do teams not do the 2 tight end sets like the Eagles like to do?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. Because Zach Ertz, Dallas Goedert, I mean, they're a lot to stop.
You don't have to have just one tight end.
Yeah, that's true. I think they could just get an upgrade from Jimmy Graham regardless.
Yeah.
They need a new receiver. That's 100% sure. I mean, I would look at them like, God damn it. What's that guy's name from Alabama? Riggs?
What receiver?
Yeah, who runs like a 4.25.
I don't know.
I think someone like that would do wonders in that offense.
Mm-hmm.
Like a Henry
Like
Ruggs.
speedster?
Henry Ruggs the third. Yeah. A speedster, open up the field, take attention off Devontae Adams. I think that'd do wonders for them. Defensively, I still think they got a good defense.
Yeah, they got some good pieces.
Maybe some more secondary help. Maybe some interior defensive line help. Because I mean they get ran all over. Some linebacking help.
I was thinking some linebacking help.
Yeah, some linebacking help would probably help a bunch. Because
I mean, like add prime Clay Matthews to that defense.
Yeah, that's very true.
Like you're solid.
Yeah. I think they run it back for sure. I don't think there's too many teams that are due for like some wholesale, rebuilding.
Overhauls.
Yeah. If I had to think of one, I think. See, I can't.
Man, I'll tell you. I don't know if we ever talked about this, but I'm starting to really like Matt Rule in Carolina.
It's just gonna be one of those wait and see things for me.
But I loved that post game, dude. I loved his energy. I loved everything he was saying. I don't know if he just is a good salesman and just sold the shit out of me, but
well, that's what to be a good college coach, you have to be like that because you got to sell recruits on your program. Like you got to be a bit of a salesman. You got to pitch your program to these recruits.
I was like, yep.
Especially in Texas when you got UT, you got OU, you got A&M, all these teams. I mean, Alabama's got a pipeline in Texas. Oh, yeah. Patrick Mahomes is the first Texas college quarterback to make the Super Bowl?
Texas Tech?
Is that not the most insane? No, Texas school, period. Any of them.
Oh, really?
Is that not the most insane shit? UT's never had one. A&M has never had one.
Huh.
TCU, no. SMU, no.
Huh.
It's university, though, because Cam Newton went to Blinn Community College.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't count.
That doesn't count. But interesting enough, it would have happened either way because Tannehill obviously went to A&M.
Oh, yeah.
So regardless of who won that game, would be the first college. I just can't. That's just insane to me. Absolutely insane.
Man, I'm super happy for him, man. We didn't really talk about this either. Andy Reid, second Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah.
Does he like? I feel like the pressure is kind of on the Chiefs.
I think so.
It feels like Andy Reid needs this win.
I would say if I had to put pressure on either team, I would say the Saints because the Niners, you're just kind of like the Chiefs. Sorry, did I say the Saints? Okay. Yeah. All right, I meant the Chiefs. I don't know why I said the Saints. The Niners are kind of. I don't want to say like they're just kind of like here, but coming into the season, I don't even think Niners fans would have told you that they thought they were going to the Super Bowl.
No, yeah, but especially you more than me, but they just were so dominant at times.
No, yeah, at this point, yeah. They expect to win.
Right. But I'm saying, like, it's like a low-key – like, the defense is so good.
I know.
And the offense, they can attack you multiple different types of ways.
Yeah.
So this may be the time where they're like, yeah, we've been running the ball. Jimmy hasn't had to do much. Now watch Jimmy go throw for 250 and 3 touchdowns and win us the game. All crazy. Kittle 150, 8 catches, Emmanuel big catches, Debo, get him more involved.
But if that's what happens, I don't know.
We haven't heard Debo's name in what, 4 or 5 weeks?
I don't know if that's a good thing for the Niners. Honest to God, if that game turns into that.
But Kansas City's full out sold on the run. They start attacking the man coverage.
Yeah, maybe.
Kittle's. I mean, you're either going to have to focus in on the run. I mean, maybe Honey Badger can try to shut down Kittle by himself, but you're going to have to double team that guy.
Yeah, I mean, the Chiefs did good against the Titans, but they're different running teams. Like, the Titans are just this powerhouse.
The receiver weapons that the 49ers have.
I take A.J. Brown over any of the receivers.
Yeah, but he's still rookie.
Yeah.
And Emmanuel's been there. Yeah. He's done it. Kittle, we've said he's the best. So it might come down to Kittle versus Kelsey a little bit.
Ooh, interesting.
You know, man?
I'm super excited for this game, man. I'm rooting my ass off.
I think it's going to be a great one.
But going back to what I was saying, I think the pressure is on the Chiefs because, like you said, Andy Reid, I mean, he wants to get one.
I loved his, post-game kind of energy, though. Like, how he's talking about eating all the cheeseburgers and stuff, just having fun with it.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, Andy Reid, just one of the most lovable dudes in the NFL. It seems like.
Yeah.
But then the pressure in the sense too, like what Patrick Mahomes is due his contract's up next season, and that
Oh,
dude's
I
gonna
mean,
be
they're gonna
getting.
pay him.
I know, but I'm saying like the window. Once you pay a quarterback that much money, your window
Right.
becomes a lot smaller.
What'd you think about Frank Clark going off?
I mean, dude, I thought it was funny because I shit on that. I was shitting on Frank Clark earlier in the season because it was doing nothing.
Right.
But I mean, just like the rest of their defense, dude, he's
It's
just been
one of
turning
those
it on
things like
lately.
when you do that, but you back it up.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you're going hard as fuck. Like, there's no.
No, I like shit talking. If you're a good player, I like shit talking. I just don't
Yeah.
like the Jalen Mills of the world who are just terrible and get up after every play. A quarterback overthrows a receiver by 20 yards and you're getting up celebrating.
Or Jalen Smith, we're down by 3 touchdowns and he
Yeah.
makes 1 2-yard play and he's.
Or we're getting embarrassed by the Bears and you injure a guy in the end zone, you get up and start flexing. It's like, all right, dude,
Yeah.
let's calm down. And then you give him a
All right,
touchdown the next play.
guys. We're not making the playoffs. Like,
Yeah, let's relax.
we're
Boys.
praying on the fucking Giants to win.
Do you see the Niners are trying to trademark Hot Boys? I guess they're calling themselves the Hot Boys now.
They can have it, dude.
Yeah,
This
no,
shit's whack.
please get a trademark. Niners fans, you should be concerned because the second a defense starts giving themselves nicknames, it's downhill from there.
Yeah.
Because last year
Let
we
us
were
be
all
the
like,
first
Hot
to tell you.
Boys!
Yeah.
Hot Boys! we went about 5 weeks into the season. We're like, all right, take all the fucking Hot Boy chains out of the locker room.
Yeah.
Any Hot Boy memorabilia, burn it.
It does just kind of feel like the Chiefs year, though.
Yeah, but I don't know. I saw an interesting thing.
First Super Bowl appearance in 50 years. Patty's just out of his mind. That run, dude. I was at the gym and that run happened. You almost could have just ended the game right there.
Yeah, I think they went
I
up.
was like, Chiefs going back into another game where they were down 10, back going into halftime with a lead.
Yeah,
you
no,
could see all their players like, we're
dude,
solid.
that
We
run
are
was crazy.
solid.
If the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, that's like an all-time play right there.
Dude, it was.
If they win the Super Bowl, that's an all-time play. Like, we look back on that play like, dude, Patrick Mahomes really did that.
Because it was like, oh, is he going to get tackled right here at the 3? Nah.
Well, it's also like
all
he
three.
starts scrambling out. He's on the side. It's like, okay, he's going to run out of bounds. Oh, shit, he's still running. He's still running. Then he breaks 3 tackles.
Yeah,
that's such an underrated part of his game, for sure.
He can
his
run.
running ability.
He's not like blinding fast, but he can run.
No, he can get out of the pocket. He's athletic.
Yeah, he can run.
And also, the scary thing is he throws on the run so well. So you don't want to necessarily come up and attack him.
You're worried about him fucking throwing it if you come up.
Yeah. Dude, he's so good.
It's very interesting, the rule test at the Pro Bowl.
I'm intrigued by it.
If that make it take it stuff starts happening, I don't know. I don't know about that.
Maybe you limit it to a certain point in the game or something.
Dude, why? Dude, there have not been that many kickoff things this year.
Well,
I don't remember any.
I think the idea is they want to make the game more exciting because onside kicks are nearly impossible now because of rule changes.
But kickoffs are exciting.
But I think what they're saying is, all right, we want teams to have a realistic chance of getting the ball back rather than just the point or the 1% chance that they get this onside kick.
Okay, but couldn't you implement that and still have kickoffs?
Yeah, sure. I'm just arguing for the 4th and 15 thing.
Okay.
I don't know. Kickoffs is just getting so boring for me. Like they either because 99% of the time
there's no Devin Hester anymore.
Yeah, how many kickoff return touchdowns were there this year? Like 2?
Not even 5.
I don't even have a memory of one.
I think punt return and kick return there might have been 5.
I
know that one guy had 2 in one game.
How many kickoff returns for touchdowns in 2019? All right, are you really making me fucking go through all this?
Yeah,
2019. It looks like there was only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kickoff returns for touchdowns. Jamal Agnew.
Those are game changers, though.
Yeah, I know, but it's just 7 like that. Dude, damn, they're only 5 in 2018. There hasn't been somebody with 2 or more kickoff returns since 2015. Cordell Patterson, damn, he used to be the truth.
Yeah, I think he still gets a lot of respect in that realm of special teams.
Oh, yeah, he had a kickoff return for a touchdown this year. I forgot about that. That was the one when he was on the Bears and the camera was like behind him the entire way.
Mm-hmm.
It looked really badass. I forgot.
Yeah, I like that view. We both like that.
Jakeem Grant had one. Yeah, wow. All right. I'm interested in seeing an alternative. So the alternatives are either 4th and 15 you get the ball back, or the ball just automatically starts on the 25.
Oh, yeah. Joe Montana guaranteeing my team will win. He played for both teams.
Oh no, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
I didn't put that together.
That's pretty funny.
That is pretty funny.
Oh man, I have no idea who's gonna win. Ask me again in a week. I have to just let it marinate. I'm definitely gonna be betting on it though. That's for sure.
Right.
I
in
saw
some fashion.
I think I saw. God, plus 6,000 does not sound right. So I think it was plus 600. But like before the championship games, Joey Bosa had like a plus 600 to be the Super Bowl MVP.
I don't see it.
Yeah, but plus 600. I mean, those are just such juicy odds. Just throw 20 on that.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to think it'd be Patty or Kittle.
Yeah, but if it's one of those games, the Niners are just running the ball a bunch, and then Joey Bosa
What if
has
Sherman had
2,
like
3
a pick
sacks?
6, like 2 pass deflections?
I
like
could
a sack?
I could see almost anyone on the Niners defense winning it
Right.
if they have one of those games.
Yeah.
But I could also see Kittle. I
Man,
could see
Mostert's story is pretty cool.
I was gonna say I could see Mostert, dude.
How many teams you got cut from?
A bunch. He's just one of those
Like
practice
7?
squad dudes. Yeah,
That's
just
insane.
just one of those guys, man. Like, yeah, it worked out. I always hate when people do that in retrospect. Like, go back and be like,
But
I
they
can't
are
believe
such
this
a
team.
good, like their design runs are so good.
Yeah, that's
You know what
what I
they're
was
saying too is Mike Shanahan might have his little puppet fingers going on with this team a little bit.
maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
I could definitely see that.
Skip and Shannon talk about that a lot.
I could definitely see that being the case.
You know, not necessarily, you know, like on the ground on the field, obviously, but you know,
In Kyle's ear.
in the back burner.
Yeah, I could see that. I think Kyle deserves a lot of credit, though.
Yeah, for sure.
And, I mean, if you're a Niners fan, you got to be so happy that Salah didn't get picked off by a team.
Yeah.
He's going to be back next year.
He'll be there next year then, huh?
Yeah, I mean, where else would you go? I mean, if you're the DC of the Niners, it's like you're going to leave to be in DC somewhere else.
Right.
But interesting. Oh, I do. Dude, the Texans are doubling down so hard on Bill O'Brien. Like, they basically – like, Bill O'Brien's the GM of the team as well. And and I saw this week they fired some other front office people, so like it's just pretty much Bill O'Brien by himself.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't know, man.
He must have just pulled some shit to get all that power.
I don't know, man. I mean, it seems like a Jason Garrett situation where their owner's just in love with him. He's our guy.
They're a team though that if you can get some pieces in the right spots.
They're a talented team. They need some defensive. They need some secondary help. That's for sure.
Probably need another receiver.
Really? I mean, they got good receiving, but their issue is they're all fucking hurt all the time.
Yeah.
Hopkins.
I mean, I like Carlos Hyde, but
maybe an upgrade.
O-line for sure.
Maybe one of those 4th round running backs ends up being really good.
Because, like, are you going to depend on Tunzel for the future at left tackle?
You have to, bro. You just gave up 2 first rounds for him. Oh, that's right. They don't even have a first-round pick for the next 2 seasons.
This year or next year.
I forgot about that. Damn, so they're not going to have anybody on the boat.
What if everybody had, like, their own custom boat and shit?
No, I saw that. That'd be hilarious if the Buccaneers had, like, a pirate ship.
Oh, my God. Cowboys got, like, some super $1 million boat for no reason.
Yeah, just the most extra shit. It's got a helicopter on board. They get to the stage, and the helicopter lifts them and drives them over to the podium and then drops them down. That'd be the most Jerry Jones shit of all time. I can't believe they're actually doing the boat stuff. I mean, what?
Yeah, that's crazy.
This is one of those things I just wish I was in the boardroom.
Yeah, dude. We've always kind of
I wish I was in the boardroom to hear, like, guys, you know, it'd be such a fucking genius idea if we actually had a boat and they boated to the stage.
Or just, like, when, like, all these bad picks and, like, all the people that are, like, pleading for the team to take them.
Yeah.
Guys, we have to take Taco Charlton.
Guys, listen, believe me. Okay, TJ Watt is a bust, man.
Yeah, TJ Watt is terrible.
Let's get Taco Charlton in here. It'll take 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about that board. I was thinking about the boardroom stuff when I was on my phone the other day, and I got into my car because do you have like Bluetooth in your car?
Of course.
Where it just starts playing music the second you get in?
Yeah, I
Every
play
time,
some U2 shit.
dude, that's
So
exactly what I was about to
fucking
say.
stupid.
Every time I open my phone, the YouTube shit, I was thinking like, dude, I wish I was in the boardroom when they're like, guys, listen, I have a genius idea. Everyone loves U2, right? So what if we just fucking upload the U2 album onto everyone's iPhone, and you can't delete it?
You can't believe it.
Like, was there no one in the boardroom who was like, dude, that sounds,
I don't know, dude. Well,
I don't
maybe
know.
U2 just like gave him a bunch of money.
But it's just like, what? Because surely U2 would have had to have known too that no one's gonna like that.
No, it's horrible.
Everyone was like, dude, get this garbage off my fucking phone.
You like can't delete it.
I know, and I know one of the songs just 'cause it plays every single time I open my car.
No.
Dude, that shit was so long ago and it's still on my phone. Like, god damn.
Every time I get in my car, I have to fucking put on Spotify real quick so I don't have to listen to that shit.
I know, bro. Like, was there no one that was like, hey guys, maybe we don't do this?
The players will be transported to the stage by boat.
Dude, that's hilarious.
This is setting up to be an absolute shit show.
I know. Somebody's falling in. Like, it's happening for sure. A
Either
cameraman.
hilarious is gonna happen, or every pick is gonna take like 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna prolong it, and then also,
Which I hate that.
hey, listen, if any potential draft picks are watching this for whatever reason, do not jump in the water, please. It's gonna be so cringy and not funny.
Honestly, do it.
But if you're gonna jump in the water, have it look like an accident, because that'll be funny. Don't jump into the water though, please. Don't do it. This is gonna not be funny at all.
Ugh.
And I was like, oh, he jumped in. Wow. It's like that guy at fucking.
All right, dude, get out. Let's go.
It's like that dude at graduation. Everyone's graduation always had that one dude who pretended to trip. It's like, oh! Like, Jesus, dude.
At my Arkansas graduation, this girl fell hard, dude.
Well, okay, actually falling is one thing. But like the fake, whoa, I almost tripped. It's like, boom, get off the fucking stage.
Yeah. I'm trying to leave. Hurry up.
No, Jesus. No one wants to watch you fake fall around, dude.
Dude, I want to talk some basketball.
Basketball is my favorite sport.
Dude, there's been some shit going on.
I've been big time watching lately because I am now.
I want to do a where I was right, where I was wrong segment for basketball.
Oh, well, is there a right?
There's some right. I was right about the Mavs.
You were. We both had the Mavs in the playoffs. God damn it. I wanted to not put the Golden State Warriors in there so bad, but I just couldn't do it.
You had to give them some respect.
You had to give them some respect. I could not do it.
Which I did too, and I still had them at 8.
Yeah, I think I had them at 8 too. I think I had them barely making it. I don't remember though.
I got them at 7.
Okay, yeah, I had them towards the bottom.
I just want to talk about fucking some basketball.
Did I have the Spurs making it? I don't even remember.
Yeah. I think you had the Spurs.
I had the Spurs
at 8
out.
or 9. Yeah.
I had the Spurs out. They're kind of playing well recently though.
Yeah, it's just like the Blazers too. Like they kind of catch some fire a little bit.
Well, the 8 seed really might not have a winning record.
Yeah.
Because the Blazers, the Grizzlies even.
Who have been balling.
Yeah. The Thunder are what, 7? Like the Thunder are pretty comfortably in.
Thunder are in the top 8.
The Thunder are like comfortably in. Right?
Like that's what I want to talk about.
That's a crazy fucking.
Because like before the season, it was like, oh, they're gonna be looking to trade their whole team.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Now Chris Paul's leading them to a playoff run.
I think I have to give myself some props because I said, "Yo, this is a wild card team. Like they could be good." But I was just worried that they'll just be trading their entire team by the halfway point of the season.
But now Chris Paul's scoring 27.5.
And Shai Gilgeous is such a good player, dude.
No, I like him.
Shai's a great player. They got a good team there. I mean, I figured they would. It's not like Chris Paul is just some shithole player.
Man, how much money is Derrick Henry about to make?
I don't know, man.
Like, does he demand more than Zeke money?
Oh, he's getting. I mean, if you're
led the league in rushing.
If you are,
he said Zeke was 5th.
If you're Derrick Henry's agent, yeah, you're coming to the table saying, yeah, he needs to be the highest paid running back ever.
How is he not?
I think I'm of the camp that you shouldn't pay running backs that much money. It's difficult.
You just let him go?
If he wants to be the highest paid running back of all time, probably. That's the thing. It's so difficult, dude. Like, because look at these running back contracts. They don't work. They don't work out.
Mm-mm.
Todd Gurley's is already a fucking disgrace.
Yeah.
Zeke's, I mean, we already have Cowboys fans are like, bro, this contract's not going to be good.
It bothered me all year.
Yeah. And you could just see, because Zeke wasn't even bad this year. He had his moments where he left a lot to be desired. But that's the thing. When you're getting paid like the best running back in the NFL, you better be the best running back in the NFL every single week.
Yep.
You better not be. Well, that is the thing about Derrick Henry. This dude gets 35 carries a game. Like their entire team is built around him.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Oh, I don't know. That's a tough one. Maybe. I don't know. I have to see what the cap situation is. Because they also have to, now all of a sudden, I mean, how much does Tannehill want?
There's no way he gets more than 20, 25.
You would like to think, but dude, there's some desperate teams out there.
I mean, I think he earned some kind of money this year.
I mean, he made it to the AFC Championship game. Like he's got to get paid.
He also just fits that mold, I think, for Tennessee.
Yes,
with a run game first, but can make some throws and is a good. I think he led the team pretty well. Seemed like a good leader of the team.
Yeah, I mean they rallied around him. That's for sure. I'm trying to see.
And regardless, you kind of just have to do that when you're the quarterback.
Because if Tennessee's got a lot of money to work with, then obviously that changes things. They got $57 million in cap space, if I'm reading this correctly. But they only have $300,000 in dead cap. So I think that they've got some money to move around. So maybe they do just bring it.
They're going to have to pay him, dude.
I mean, I'm just
whether he wants more than Zeke money is yet to be seen.
I don't see how the Titans can argue against that.
I don't see how Derrick Henry doesn't want it.
Oh, he's going to want it.
Yeah.
That's the thing about these market-setting contracts is anytime the next year comes around and there's another free agent and they want to be the highest paid X position, whatever the position is.
Well, we can still go back to the Rams and blame them.
Yeah, we can. The Rams literally fucked everything. Jared Goff's contract, terrible. Todd Gurley's contract, terrible.
Because even Wentz's deal was kind of based on Goff's.
Yeah, Wentz's deal was based off Goff's. And then Russell Wilson was like, yeah, I need to be paid way more than these motherfuckers.
Damn, so the Rams, what if that Super Bowl run just propels them downward from those contracts?
I could see it for sure. They don't have a first-round pick for 2-3 years.
Because Gurley could be on his way out.
They got so much money tied into people who – I mean, Brandon Cooks is still
Gurley was a ghost this year.
I know. It's like they just kept saving Gurley, and it was like, oh, shit, wait a second. We're not in the playoffs anymore.
Yeah, I mean –
yeah, I don't know. It's just weird, though, because they're very talented. So you don't want to say, yo, this team's out of it. But how much money do they have tied up in Todd Gurley, Jared Goff, Aaron Donald, and Brandon Cooks?
Yeah.
And that's got to be at least $70 million on just those four players.
Now you got to pay Ramsey, right?
Yeah, Ramsey's contract's up. Or he has an option or something. But I think his option's going to be like $18 million or some crazy shit.
Mm.
So that's almost your entire cap tied into 5 players, and
that would almost be my least favorite team to be a fan of. Like if I was a fan of any, like if I could be like, okay, if I'm gonna choose from top to bottom what team I'd like to be a fan of, Rams might be towards the bottom.
Well, they don't have any fans anyway, so
yeah, it just seems like a horrible team to be a fan of.
That's such a shame that St. Louis. Okay, so he made $2 million last year. He's making 13 next year. Ramsey.
Jalen.
Yeah. I think it's an option, but I mean, they'd be dumb not to take it. It's a team option because it's his rookie deal and stuff. But, wow. They are in a sticky situation, that's for sure. All right. Is that all that we got?
I guess so.
Yeah. We didn't really recap the games like we usually do because we just want to do something else.
Yeah. We're
just rambled on.
Talk about some topics going on.
All right. We'll be back probably next week. I mean, at this point, we'll probably just do once a week.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, see basketball maybe soon. I mean, I'm down whenever. I'm ready to talk about basketball again.
Yeah, me too.
I've been watching the games. I know what's going on because there was a stretch of time I wasn't watching. All right, hit up Herman. Let's see what's going on. All right, brother. Peace.